Quiz question of the day. Why did Indra turn into a cat? GQ. GQ. Namo that's why. Moon and Danishta pot of 3, everything highest. Dominance reigns. Nice, nice, nice. Apparently we're going to be in Rahu and Danishta pot of 4 until, I think it said like October or November or something. So, a good amount of time. Luckily, which, these dimorphic pairs are pretty locked. Let's talk about Barney Pada 2. Desire X need partitioned recyclical fusion value subjection losing innocence obligatory discriminate. W Judge. He's literally built for it. He's literally built to be the judge, so we allow it. Truthfully, because he's been there before. That's why. I was gonna also, when if I have time, or maybe like next Tomasic stream, I was going to do some 0 degree and critical lock to 0 degrees Aries transit astrology, because again, because of this king right here, this king or queen Karka, it's a they them because it's Mercury, because it can be transferred between, but like you can leverage, it's literally just about you just literally need to mentally be able to shift your perspective to be able to perceive different things, and then you can use all these ionoms, so you can use all these divisionals, you can use all these methods. I don't know. I don't lock them. I don't usually do locked to 0 degrees Aries because, I don't know. I think they would have called them the locked stars if they were supposed to be locked. Or I think AstroSeek would have put fixed to 0 degrees Aries if you were actually supposed to do it that way, honestly. Either way, let's talk about the stuff that's moved. I think Mars moved. Dude, Mars moves quick now. Walk one here. Mars in, because wasn't it last time it was in part of 1, right? Expressive biologically. Yeah, beautiful art. Was it? Well, either way, now it's in Sidereal. I think it's a Virgo, Navamsha. So action in discernment, intention. I feel like we've been in discernment. Let's move on to our former retrograde friend, who's moving again through Aditi's Nakshatra. Stable, vibratory, privatized source of renewability, inverse absorption, solidifying ether particulate. So this is tough. Okay. Right. I see. Okay. For me, because I put all my like astrology short videos, I put my astrology on this or whatever, because I've leveraged my Mercury. You know what I mean? I thought it was really funny because I've been raging so hard on my against me as my mom, because I know I am my mom. I've been raging so hard against my mom, and then like I just before, as for balanced prep time, I went to go because the last time I've read my mom's birth chart, I think was before I read any of my padas, or I wrote any of my padas. So I've like double checked which Nikshatra padas and stuff my mom's Nikshatras were, and like the way it feels like she's torturing me is literally exactly how I wrote it. So it's like I know it's just like it's just always the problem of the hero's journey. The problem of the hero's journey is that to be the hero, you have to create a villain. Otherwise, you don't need a hero. You know what I mean? It's tough. The human condition is rough. But either way, I call it my astrology. Stable, vibratory, privatized source of renewability. Inverse absorption, solidifying ether particulate. How did I do it? Taurus. It's because I learned everything about. It's because I learned everything to do with everything. The reason I'm not too pressed about memorizing all these words yet is because I plan on remastering these on a yacht. On a yacht. I can't wait. Oh, maybe that'll be when my Saturn returns. Ooh. Okay. And that's conjunct the Ipsum Coli. Has it been doing at midnight? What's been moving? Chiron's been chilling there. But Jupiter and the Sun. Well, did Jupiter move from product? No, I think Jupiter's been in pot of 3, push your pot of 3, and the sun just moved into pot of 4. Uh, because Jupiter, so somebody commented on one of my YouTube channels that nobody's into astrology anymore, which is like a total like all Lakshmi into Mahalakshmi true combo, so I'm appreciative. Um, so Jupiter in elemental ratios dictating reciprocations. Last time we talked about how the planets and their elemental ratios are important. I think that expansion in the elemental ratios dictating reciprocation, perfect sensual interaction, establishing references outwardly. I think this is like Jupiter King. Yeah. Sorry, Brihaspati. Brihaspati is activating the planets once again. I think King Brihaspati is ready to return divinity on some type. And sun emanation / full picture, you could say, even in Pushya Parafo, because Pushya me selectively permeable atmospheric environment, inverting monadic states, transforming sensual experience. Because you notice how like remember how like I was talking about the outer planets, and I was like you can like you could say this is a content creator, or you could say this is like the established heaven, and you could say this is like Maya. You could literally, because of Mercury, you can literally like there's a reason why most of the time it's like the 7 principles, you know what I mean? You usually these are like the pretty like it's hard to get away from like I think the main thing is like there's some disagreements between sun and moon, because moon is shadow of sun, so it's like um it's more of like it's more of like the retrograde reaction of the sun, so it's like it's only your shadow. Dimorphic pairs are just like linked, but I'm talking about okay, selectively permeable atmospheric environment. Oh, right. This is I think this is a dog whistle to hear the dragon of the atmosphere, because when the gods return divinity from Uttara Ashadha, it's like again like remember it's the elemental ratios dictating perfection. It's like literally the cardinal earth itself. You know what I mean? It's literally the cardinal earth itself. Like the walls are alive. The walls are alive. The people are the rocks are alive. Like they told you the universe was conscious, but it's like yeah, the universe is conscious. It's like right. Yeah. Also, the universe can transform into a literal freaking giant freaking monster goat thing, bro. You know what I mean? And it can literally freaking teleport on the other side, like to the other side of the planet instantly. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. It's like so some of the it's like some parts of it seem super obvious until it leads into like super magical explanations of reality. Um, right. So the selectively permeable atmospheric environment is conscious, right? So it's inverting monadic states. These are the monadic states. Transforming sensual experience using this system. It's like an alchemical tool. So cool. Full picture here. Yeah, I think we figured out. I think I'm more of an astrologer. I think I'm more of an astrologer. I think I'm also, by the way, for the 2K videos. Am I a gamer? Or am I an astrologer? Astrology is a game to me, and I think video games are astrology too. For the 2K, I told Brian I was gonna stream 2K today. I think I'm gonna backtrack on that because not only Mega Magic, but I think I should wait till I get a 1-to-1 CBD dab pen cartridge instead of because I was broke for a little bit, so I couldn't afford my dab pen cartridges, and then I got like a 99% THC or 85% THC 0.5 CBD 0.5% CBD pen, and then I took a blinker on the lowest setting, and I was absolutely shamamied out my mind. It might have been because I've been doing like a 1 meal a day thing, and I hadn't eaten in a while, but honestly, I'm not too sure. Either way, I was like, dude, if I'm like playing 5 games in a row on blinkers on that, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to lose my last 5 games. Even if they're rigged in my favor, I don't know if I want to participate in that. I feel like I should wait until I can afford a new CBD dab pen cartridge, because I think this season might be already over anyway. I don't know if we have a chance, even though we beat the Heat back to back. Tough. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. What else has moved? Oh, Venus into Uttara Falguni. Nice. So from Purva Falguni, ending with refusal necessitated. Oh, as it leaves refusal necessitated, fixing cardinal mutability uniquely, predictive investments, reflect integral purpose. Wow, nice. Okay, so leaving there, and now, nice. Okay, nice. So yeah, so I've got a nice little stack of predictive investments for me. But again, make sure you're doing your part. Okay. Um, Utara Falguni. Okay, Pada 1. Contracted education, learned intention of helping community, gain credibility systemically. Thank you, Tina. Oh, and just a clarification on how I wrote these. I didn't, like, I literally, well, my only problem is, like, it was right before I wrote these, it was proven, like, my guru proved to me that I have no free will. And before that, my guru had already, um, he had already literally freaking he had already possessed me into and then like given me a bunch of like revelations before. So then after he showed me that I had no free will, that was when he then let me write all these words. You know what I mean? Because I think he just wanted me to make sure I had no ego about it, bro. But like, the only problem is, or bare minimum ego, because again, sun is here. The sun is here. The moon is here. Cope. Cope. I kind of think the moon is ego, honestly. Um, because when Guru teaches you, you are nothing. Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's like it feels more about what you can convince yourself you are. You know, can I convince myself that I'm doing anything? Well, maybe if I get paid, I can convince myself I'm doing something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because the thing is, before I started doing social media, in my head I was already famous because I felt like I was projecting everything to Pisces, and I think already 80%, at least 80% of the world population are straight Pisceans, Piscean Aquarians. Um, I think 100% of the world are Aquarians. Definitely during the age of Aquarius, but about 80% of those Aquarians are Piscean Aquarians. It's about how Aquarian are you, first of all, and yeah, because Aquarius, top. Yeah, so I'm saying like everybody's famous, bro. Everybody's famous. Literally, every Pisces knows everything you've ever done ever. Pretty freeing, honestly, all things considered. um, Vertex and contracted education, learned intention of helping community. W, masses forgiven. Talk. Vertex in Hastapata 4. Perspective and community. Tutoring scientific ability. Notice how well this goes with Utara Falguni Pada 1. Community tutoring scientific ability. Professor, I'm a TA. Uh, deliberately empowering ripples allow forward progress. Circumstantially. W. It's like a perfect opportunity for Saturn. It's because Saturn will attract cone. That's why. Nice. But also, I want to do 0 degree critical lock to show you that I counted for that. I counted for 0 degree lock. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, I did. I counted for everything. I counted for all ionompses, all custom degrees. It's just that like I could write it even neater, and I think I could enrich the enrichers. You know what I mean? You can, because I've been enriched by the enrichment zones, and now I'm so delusional. I think I can enrich them further. It's like compound interest is something. Somebody told me about that. Who taught me? Either way, perspective there. Nice. Allow forward progress circumstantially. Oh, fortune. I forgot to do fortune. Well, fortune and teacher pada too. Inviting trustedness develops every opportunity. Self redevelopment, reproduced abundances. Right. So what is it that I can change myself? Right. I've been changing a lot of things. That's the thing. Like I've been changing like a lot of habits. Like I've been I've been rewatching my roles. Again, I just always think I'm the star of the show, so the transits I'm going to talk about me a lot. I was rewatching my roles. First of all, oh my gosh, told you the roles and the boots are underrated. I can't wait to rewatch like just the booths. Well, I can wait a little bit because I have the roles. Either way, but I forgot like right when I started the roles, I was not going for that many walks. You know what I mean? I was like, my eating habits were mid. My flossing could have used some work. You know what I mean? Um, either way, either way, either way. I digress. What? Oh, inviting trustedness develops every opportunity. Rod, I'm telling you, Rod. Because I'm saying, as somebody who has participated in every opportunity or self redevelopment. Oh wait, right. This is both. It's both inviting trustedness that develops re-opportunity and self redevelopment that reproduced abundances. Um, yes, I'm aware of the abundances that self redevelopment causes, and invited trustedness develops re-opportunity. Nice. So you get that invited trustedness from Chitra Nakshatra Tavasta, because I think it's about Tavasta being the architect of the gods and seeing, and Chitragupta seeing all your deeds, inviting trustedness. Develops every opportunity. Those are the weapons of the gods. Opportunity. W interpreter. Descendant in Swati. And Zavati Paravo. I'm trying to see if observational bonds. Magnified expression of fulfillment. Inter-omnipotentiality tailoring. Because the breath can help you with whatever it needs. Yeah, shout out to Wim Hof. Yeah, bars. He was like, yeah, it's all dasha upscale. Oh my gosh. So I'm really curious about Rama's dashas. Because I know he's a Cancer ascendant, but I forgot where Rama's moon was. I don't know if I ever heard where Rama's moon was. I wouldn't be surprised if he had Punarvasa moon, but let's continue. That'd be. Oh, he had like a bunch of like. Didn't he have a bunch of like he had like a first house stellium and a bunch of exalted planets, but okay. Let's digress. Descendant in Swati, observational bonds, magnified expression of fulfillment, inter omnipotentiality tailoring. Oh, because I was talking about like how the breath tailors like it make like doing Wim Hof, like doing a Wim Hof activation, like it feels like your body fits you better afterwards. It's like inter omnipotentiality tailoring. You know what I mean? It was like that was all from you. You know what I mean? And like I used to like I don't know I used to feel the pet well I don't know I really like the YouTube video of the Wim Hof video, but like I think it's important to do it by yourself too, just to show that you have everything you need at any given time to make yourself feel better. Just huff and puff and blow your house down. Sva-e, dope. Sva-e. Somebody said Scorpios are the devil. Dude, shut up. Wrong. They just aren't the biggest astrologers. They just think you should drink more water. The compassionate one. I love Scorpio. I'm neutral about Capricorn. I love Scorpio. What's hard to understand? No, it's just a different kind of love. It's like so okay. Scapegoat. I wish I never heard of the scapegoat. Okay. Lilith still in Mulapata 1. I kind of want to reread that because why? Because I like bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. Either way, material x spiritual pursuits in evolutionary expression, redefine needs, ideal entertainment. Okay, redefine needs. Oh, good thing I did that. Let's go. Oh, I hope Lilith is in Mula forever. And I don't even care if it's true. Redefine needs. What do I need? Let's see. And Mula baby. Right, didn't I say that last time? Yeah, more. Yeah. Cash flow, render cash flow. Denise. Maybe a plausibility amp. I don't know. Actually, I have all the plausibility I need. What do I need? Maybe just time. How much more time? That's what. Wait. What do I need? I need a first class ticket to Bali, straight up, and then a large amount of money that I can have to spend in Bali. Because you can deliver, because a bunch of places deliver to Indonesia. That's why. Okay. Cool. W. Nice. Appreciate that pit stop. No. You could just use sun sign. You could just use sun sign, bro. It all encompasses. No. Still. Midheaven in for a shot pot of foe. Counseled predetermined auto separation. Midheaven is like the public image. Okay, yeah, like public image career, like work, like a bunch of people comparing accolades. Counseled predetermined auto separation. Secretive power immortalizes compatibly fortuitously. W. It's like everybody. It's like nobody's gonna work their ass off just to like. Everybody is safe within the father mother mind. Nobody can take your dream from you. Your dream of being the perfect you and accomplishing the exact things you want to accomplish. Nobody is going to steal your list. That is yours. That's all you. So, so Prochoda canceled predetermined auto separation. See, it's more of a secretive power. Let me shush it. But well, purpose shot in Capricorn. Immortal. Secretive power immortalizes compatibly, fortuitously. If you think a Sagittarius can't become if you think a Sagittarius can become a Scorpio, but a Sagittarius can't become a Capricorn, Namaste. Pluto still in Shravan Abhijit. Uttara Shadabajit. I don't think I said that right. Cool. Tanishta. Let me just say it. Please. Everything highest. Dominance reign. Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's right. Oh, enriched. Supreme unlimited power exalts almightily. Prudence. Maybe I should take calligraphy classes or something. No, I think I'm self-taught. I'd prefer to be self-taught. Prudence. Exalt almightily, dude. Let's go, dude. I'm like, dude, I might be the biggest Dinishta Glazer in the world. Straight up. My dog has Sun in Dinishta Pada 3. Jessica Alba has Moon in Dinishta Pada 3. Big fan. It's one of my favorite Nakshatra Padas. Cool. WD1. Should we see what's changed in the D9? We didn't really. Oh, last time I literally, because it shut off last time, I was complaining about wanting to go eat food. I was complaining that I hadn't eaten in too long, and then my internet shut off, and then I complained that my internet was shut off. Even though it got me, I'm like, it's so hard, bro. It's so hard playing against dude. But it's literally, bro, like, fighting Sukuna is so hard, bro. It's like, it's like the biggest pain in the ass ever. So imagine now you gotta fight Sukuna, and you gotta make it a mid diff. Otherwise you can't beat the dude coming after, bro. It's more of a total gauntlet situation. It's ending in K2 because Mars. That's one. Mulapada 2. I really like this. I really like doing this. Material X occult studies. Accomplish goals. Work hard. Adore symbolism. Procedural enjoyment. Nice. With a Martian activation, because K2 is higher octave of Mars, so it's a K2. It's because, emptiness. K2 is a good symbolizer for emptiness, and emptiness is like there's a Swati connection. If you enter emptiness, that's when you max out your breath stats. Nice. Material X occult studies, accomplish goals, work hard, adore symbolism, pursue, and K2 has to do with symbolism. Nice. Because because just perceiving a symbol has a psychological operation on your Atma. So just adore it, bro. Adore it, because it's gonna make you rich in nitrogen, and it's gonna make you feel really good. That's one. And Ipsum Coli conjunct there, so that's where we're coming from. Couldn't agree more. Should we go Fortune or Rahu? Let's go Fortune. Ashwini Pada 2. Conjunct D1 Chiron. Barely. Separated by some thin lines, dude. I don't think I would. I don't think I would just start screaming and cussing out places if I was in Japan. I don't think I'd just start yelling and cussing out. Everyone in my town knows of me, so I'm not worried about yelling and screaming. Well, and they're also. I've yet to get an official noise complaint. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. Okay, Sweeney Potter 2. Expansively enrich patterns, magically inducing euphoria. Distribute timely and enjoyed utility. Change over time. Let's go. Let's go. So we'll get fortune from activating there. We can do that. We can do that ourselves. Because if you take this little plus and then like put it there, and then imagine it was wearing a crown, it'd be Mercury. Oh, because well, Sun Moon, and Ascendant are all in here. Tough, tough in a good way. Okay, and then Rahu. So then where's the Rahu? So then where's the Rahu? So crazy. I wonder how many people have like 1 degree Cancer placements. I'm super curious about those people. Hit me up. Hit me up. Um, let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, Mriga. Mriga magic. Mriga magic. Wait, let me try this one out. Okay. Existing as unchaseable symbols, zodiacal reset allows extreme astrological getaway. Legionate. T. I was trying out some new different like because I knew like I feel like I could like make these kind of like Pokemon and enrich and evolve themselves. I was testing out some new ways to cook. So, okay, Silent Rain boomed encyclical exalted Karkas enwrapped in re-evolving cyclical storytelling. Fun. And the OG intellectual transparent revelation fundamentally reincorporating spiritually infinite potential kinetically. Oh Lord, with Rahu, come on now, because Rahu is like this. It's the critical thinking. So when you apply your critical thinking, you get euphoria, Rahu, and you get material, and you get everything you want, Higher octave, Saturn. Life's better on Saturn, but life is best on Rahu. Trust me. And it's conjunct to the midheaven. Right. Dude, this is a W activation. I'm okay because at some point I'm gonna probably watch all of my astrological transit videos back to back because you know how I do like I don't know if you follow me on Threads, I do a lot of iTransit-U stuff, and it's like it's kind of like hinting at like divisional charts and divisional transits and stuff like that, but essentially because those activations can go so deep, it's like these transit videos don't just apply for 2026 at this current time, but that is when I did the transit video, and that is what the birth chart is. You know what I mean? It's more of like an astrology lesson, because because even I learn when I teach. Nice W, nice. I love these words, bro. Okay, like Sagittarius and Gemini and Rohini and Jeshta. More like names. They're more like total names. Are they names, titles, Karkas? They're total Karkas, bro. It's total Karkas. The Karkas that make up titles. The Karkas that make up names. Karkas are like letters. A letter can be a Karka. A number can be a Karka. A Karka is anything is like that can signify or significate something. So logos can be Karkas. It's a square and rectangle situations with logos and Karkas. Where are we gonna? Oh, if we ascend it, let's go to Mars and Revati-Pada. Oh, let's ascend in Revati-Pada 3 first. This is my. Not the Nikshatra starting in Uttara Bhadrapada 1. Oh man, I really like the joke. Nikshatra started in Uttara Bhadrapada 2. But the thing is, like, it starts in Aries and it finishes in Aries. So it's like Aries is the 12th. It's so air ease. You like air them out. It's like take them out, and then E is like Vitra is like Saturn. It's like symbolizes whatever like you're trying to overcome, an obstacle you're trying to overcome. Air ease. It's like I like an Aryan. Like you want like an Aryan friend is a badass because they like usually they like they're usually the hero. They complete all their challenges. They complete all their goals and stuff. So it's like um, um, what was I talking about? right. So it's like you're destroying all of, it's like, oh, I want to do this, boom, I did it. Air ease. Um, it's like, oh, I want to learn how to do astrology. I want to learn how to freaking play basketball. That's an E. That's something you want to overcome. For five, it's at five. The five. It looks like a five. Fifth letter E. Air ease. Saturn restriction was holding. It's like, oh, but I can't do this yet or whatever, right? So then you have to work hard to overcome it or something. Um, the secret to some of these cardinal signs is like, okay, um, like literally, Zeus Zeus doesn't want to look like the bad guy, so he created the Capricorn, literally, he so but the cardinal fire is cardinal, like cardinal, because cardinal is like, the cardinal signs is they decided, right? They decided to do, oh, I want to do this because I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it, right? So it's like fire is fire because it wants to be fire, because it doesn't want to be earth, and earth is being earth because it wants to be earth. So it's like, you know what I mean? Cancer is Cancer because it wants to feel. Cancer wants to feel. You know what I mean? Aries doesn't necessarily want to feel. Capricorn kind of maybe wants the illusion of feeling. And then Libra does want to be air, right? But the cardinalities, they're super important. Just lock in. Let's talk about Revati. Padas 3 and foe. Because ascendant, either way, conjunct Mars. I think Mars is showing us that ascendant. Like, Mars is trying to show us all of the karkas that have to do with motion and action. And in specifically, it'll probably be in a specific Oda that helps us in a perfect way, whatever. Okay, so ascending in fullest collection, emptiness, contracted impulse, dissemination, divine command, indulgence. So Revati is also like, it's kind of like air ease. It's like it's like a psychological activation. It's like do it again. It's kind of like Taurus. It's like, because the Taur is an enrichment process that creates wealth and expansion. Revati is basically saying to like do it again. It's like rev it again. It's like Revati. Because T is because the whole story is based on like Apis being taken. The story starts with Vitra being taking the waters. But it happens again and again and again and again and again. Revati. Cool. Fullest collect. Oh, and also the nourishing nourisher. Also the nourishing nourisher is. You're right. The old good. It's because it's all tying up. Full. Okay, so yeah. Pusan. Fullest collection, emptiness, contracted, impulse dissemination, divine command, indulgence. Oh, the gift of like, I think this might literally allow us to eat chicken. I think Revati Pada 3 literally might allow us to eat meat. Because like Zeus, the reason why Zeus is like said like, so if you've heard Revati is like flocks of birds or something like that, or groups of animals or something, or schools of fish. Zeus, all of the animals have that literal Jupiterian god consciousness of the water bearer, and it's like Revati is a certain expression of it. Zeus, because Jupiter, and because sidereal, it's in sidereal, in the sidereal zodiac, it's in the Jupiterian sign, but then it moves it to Mars. It's because 1 and 2 always switch. Remember, Aries is like the right hand man of Zeus, like the general. The 1 and 2 always switch. It's because at a certain point they become one. It's a monadic situation. They had to return divinity, but that's why they sit right next to each other. Thought you ought to know. And speaking of things moving right next to each other, Mars, action in infinite transparency, naturally focuses coloring inversely joining waters, causing limitations. Nourish. Cool. I think this sets up. Pusan has to do with breaking unwanted patterns. So I think it's like for instance, okay, infinite transparency naturally focuses coloring inversely joining waters, causing limitations. Okay, I think this is also like inversely colored waters causing limitations. Oh, right. This is okay. I think this is a lot to do with never starting a business in Revati Pot of 4. Um, naturally focuses coloring. This is true. This is true. Inversely joining waters. Mars here. So what are the well, here are inversely joining waters. Coloring inverse. I see what you're saying. Lee joining waters. Okay. Because Lee is like if you ever hear like the most common name in the world is Lee. It's a dog whistle for Mars because Mars is friends. So it's like on average, and also oh look, there's Libra and there's Leo. There's Libra and there's Leo, but either way, there's action. So Mars is involved. Infinite causing limitations. This is true. But why? I'm trying to think of why. Revati. In order for Revati to break unwanted patterns. Infinite transparency, naturally focused. Coloring. Visionary. Influentially ungrounded imagineering. Establishments retuned axiomatically possibility. Establishments retuned axiomatically. Possible. Okay. So this is okay. Once divinity has been established, this is about the war for heaven. Establishments retuned axiomatically. Possibility. Visionary. Influentially ungrounded imagineering. Infinite transparent. Because the inversely joining waters causing limitations, it's like the Ashras and the Indras. Or Indra and the... It's because when... To reclaim heaven, you gotta have problems, bro. Well, action here. Infinite transparency. Let's just keep being clear. Infinite transparency... Infinite transparency. Honestly, this would be a Nakshatra Pada that might get remastered. But it's because I think I wrote this one later, and the ones I wrote later, I had like a little bit more like okay, because I usually like I put all of like my prep words on one side, and then I put my final product usually on the other side. But then I was like my prep words low key started becoming like final legionation, influentially ungrounded imagineering. So let's focus on that. Influentially ungrounded imagineering. Because I highlighted that and I didn't highlight anything on that how I did. And I highlighted nourish. But that wasn't connected to infinite this is kind of like Uttara Falguni Pada 4, which I think is important. Because again, some of these padas are specifically it's because they have different jobs. They have different it's because it's like on off on off on off. They need to switch modes. Okay. Fortune in Ashwini Pada 2, we got that. Neptune in again, I'm being fully transparent. Neptune in Bharani Pada 1. That's what I think canonically. Opening into desire. Opening into desired composition. Vindicated passion. Accumulating permanence. Inflow. Nice. Still doing that. Retrograde. How long has Neptune been retrograde? GQ. Retrograde Maya. Retrograde disruptive Maya in Bharani Pada 1. Opening into desired composition. Vindicated passion. Accumulating permanence. Inflow. Nice. Leverage Uttara Shada placements. Cool. Inflow. Twinkle tweet. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I don't think Neptune's moved from this spot. Straight up. And then maybe by the time it gets here, Un goes retro. I remember Neptune and Ashwini for a hot minute. I'm pretty sure. Jupiter in expansion in reciprocal involution processed willfully. Zipped into manifested comfort. Fertilization threshold met. Appreciate it, King. Appreciate it. Moon. Sensual experience. Essentially experiencing. And this is all the result of the D1. Consciously experiencing agent interactions, navigating joint spectrums, elemental condensation, intersynthesized continually. Nice. I am. These are all agents. And these are all joint spectrums that they're navigating. And these integral functions that I've determined comfortably are enriched. Welcome to Rohini. Welcome to Rohini. We've been waiting for you. And the sun doesn't hate Rohini either. Gemini, Stitzy. Okay. Oh, I read the sun. Okay, that was the sun. So that's more of the sun. So that's more of the whole big picture is agent interactions, navigating joint spectrums, and elemental condensation, intersynthesized continually. The conscious sensual experience is proud familiarization, fundamentally conceptualized, nurse spark sustained exponentially. Not me just not understanding the order of operation. Proud familiarization, fundamentally conceptualized. Nice. The meditation. Meditation. A perfect meditation. Brahma. Nurse spark sustained exponentially. You could be a Brahmin. You could be a Brahmin. Nurse spark sustained exponentially. I promise you can be Brahmin. I promise. Literally. Got the nodes out of the way. We got that. full transparency. that was embarrassing. I read the third. I'm just trying to think of why did I think that was the first pada of Rohini. Agent interactions, navigating joint spectrums, elemental condensation, intersynthesized continually. That's all happening within the sun. Proud familiarization, fundamentally conceptualized, nerve spark, sustained exponentially. So what you can do with like a sun and moon meditation is like you can take the difference between those two things. So you can say, as this is the big picture. If what's external to me is the proud familiarization fundamentally conceptualized and a nurse spark sustained exponentially, then you can use like algebra to solve for like what is inside, you know what I mean? Like I hear what you're saying. I think a lot of the problem is that I've failed that like challenge a billion times. And what was I gonna say? Oh, because your sensual experience, I mean, it's a lot of it. Your desires. So you are your desires. That's what you could say. So let's move on to Venus and Pushya Pada 1. Because, I mean, there's a lot of karkas for Venus that are literally inside of your body already. So it shouldn't be too hard of a connection to go from there. So desiring cultivated limitation exercised pragmatically, emanating superiority to rest, hierarchical self-disposition. Self-disposition, I couldn't agree more, and it's about to go into Leo. She's about to go into Leo. So I took her to Leo. Oh, wait, she isn't. Walk on here. Just a few more minutes. A few more minutes in the D9, she gonna be a Leo. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff, because what else is happening right now? Oh, Mars was in Mula Tricone last time I checked. Mars was Mula Tricone. Let's see. Let's keep going. Saturn and Pada 1. What's moved since here? Excuse me. Okay, so resistance in innovative electromagnetic institutions. Mirrored introspection initiates spirally. Vision cultivated, develop experience. Inverse shadow words enjoyably. Cultivated euphoria, expansively evolving, perpetually involving identity. Wow. Okay. Because yeah, that's the main thing. I was thinking about it because I had a lot of like re-uploads on my booths and my rules, and I was like, I was just trying to figure out how to cope with Saturn in that situation, and I realized it was like a circuit. Like it's just when you add resistance, like or well, if you don't add resistance, it's the whole thing. But adding resistance helps. Adding resistance helps. Ask any athlete whether or not resistance helps what they do. So this is a boon. Resistance and Ashley Chapada one. Shout out to all the Nagas. Shout out to all the Nagas, but I mean, okay, not but no buts. Descending in Chitrapada one. Descending in Chitrapada one. Downward and across from Yedo. Intercharging, cloaking undesirability beautifully. Intercharging itself cloaks undesirability beautifully. Okay, accountability questions inherently. Pleasure Virgo, will do. Will do. 12th from. Type. It's also saying don't forget sidereally. Sidereally, don't forget. Don't forget pleasure or Virgo. Intercharging, cloaking under. Oh, right. Hiding. Oh yeah, wabi sabi. This is all wabi sabi upscale. That's what Descendant in Chitrapada 1 in this context means to me. Did Pluto move? Propagating emptiness. Rehearsal originally finished, succeeding powerfully together and divided. It's retrograde, so I don't think it was in Pada 4. Yeah, it's probably the same spot. Okay. Now, Bad Bitch Energy and King of Kings. King of Kings in Vishaka Pada 1. I read the wrong one. Comparison. Landscape demanding promotes distinctive strength. Charged responsive qualitative scale. Dude, yeah, Lilith Uranus conjunction is pretty intense, dude. Comparison. Yeah, spot the difference. Level logos. Level logos, Karka. Comparison. Landscape demanding promotes distinctive strength. Exactly. Within lines, it's all about logos and Karkas. Charged responsive qualitative scale. Nice, because you need to scale. But why a charged responsive quality? Don't forget to drink water. Don't forget to drink water. Yes. But if I learned that from Torringham, where did I learn that I need water? Freaking Verona, bro. Tough. Okay. Mercury in Jeshta Pada Trace. Compose. Wait, no. I'm tripping. Sorry. Allotment. Ration value. Imagine exaltation will debilitated agents reinforce disassociationism. Welcome to disassociation. I hope you have a good time. Is allowed? Am I allowed to do a little hezzy? Jesta, the king. Reinforced disassociationism. Why though? Why? It's because you're alone. It's because Sagittarius has to do with and the wisdom from Sagittarius has to do with like hermetic like isolation and the monadic connectedness, the connected nature of the universe. So reinforcing disassociationism becomes prudence. Willing debilitated agents. Again, you want to be a hero. So you'll have to create a villain. Just make sure that they don't. Well, you're chilling actually. It makes so much sense why Mars creates fear now. But either way, imagine exaltation, because all is mind. Okay. talked about this, and then the healer is okay. This is I think my mom is literally the world healer right now. My mom's moon is in Purvashada Padawan. Sorry for calling you all those names, but you didn't even apologize for torturing me. um, well, not clearly enough for me to be. I didn't count it. Morality, ethics, respected station, flawless, enthusiastic perspective, fixing ambitious needs interpersonally. It's just so interpersonal that it's pissing me off. Oh my gosh. And you have to take everything else into consideration. So then you have to take in the like Saturn ruler and Venus ruler. Oh lord, and then sublords, and then quantum lords. Oh no, there's so much. You might as well just do the whole tour. You might as well just take everything into consideration. But then once you do the rulerships, you'll see the ratios. You'll see the who's talking to who. You'll know more. You'll be able to handle more. All that. Fixing it's because the way she's fixing my ambitious needs interpersonally. It's just that the way she's doing it, it's just so frustrating because I'm a harsh person. Because I'm a harsh person, so like because it's so interpersonally, it's like my reaction is just gonna be hard because that's what I need. I just need somebody who just like rage baiting me in this specific way, bro. I'm just not gonna yell about it, you know. I'm just not gonna not cuss or yell out profanities just because I meditate, you know, or just because I know the secret. It's because I know the secrets of the universe that I feel so free to just cuss out everything. I'm literally cussing out a wall. I'm literally just cussing out myself, bro. I'm willing to call myself all types of names, including King. But yeah, she has a respected station. So it's like I know that I'm not gonna gain any I know that I'm swimming upstream by cussing out my mom. She has morality, ethics, a respected station, and a flawless, enthusiastic perspective that fixes ambitious needs interpersonally. You know what I mean? Freaking overpowered. It's overpowered. And I'm sitting here leveraging my lack, leveraging all my lack to save my life. Holy crap, bro! Holy crap! I mean, I'm doing a great job. It's just like. It's just like such a delay between when I'm doing it and I get paid for it. It feels, bro. Holy crap! It's because retrograde Mars. That's why. It's not an assumption. I swear I can see it so clearly. Okay, Vertex and Shadabisha as a result. Pot 1. Healing gracious deity gates us. I know that. Innovative prudence delivered respectfully, devotionally repaying kindly. Healing gracious deity gates us. Yes, they are. Varuna, because Varuna all encompasses you. So like, remember when I said you could get Shadabisha in Capricorn? Like I'm telling you, like careful what you like everything. Don't say anything about the devil that you aren't willing to like be said about you, because Varuna encompasses you and then lets you talk all your crap about the devil, and then is like, well, you're actually just talking crap about yourself. That's what the encompasser does. He's a guru. He's a maha guru. That's why he's a gracious deity, but he gates us. It's very painful. It's very painful because it makes us feel like we're a hypocrite or something. But either way, he's repaying himself kindly. That's the truth. It's Zeus. Innovative prudence. Zeus changed his name to Varuna. Spoilers. Literally canonically too. Innovative prudence delivered respectfully. I appreciate that, big dog. Devotionally repaying kindly. Healing gracious deity gates us. He wants the best for you because he is you. He wants to do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Let's lock it. Slide on your block, then I lock it. No Lahiri. Lord. All right. Is tropical? Is your degree tropical? Because I take it's hard. I just defined Lahiri as a dragon earther, as an oblate spheroid that also moves because it's non-locality. It's saying that wherever you want to go is already here. That's what Lahiri is saying. Maybe the tropical is more like, no, I want to literally move over there. But both work. So let's do Rahu Ketu Lakshmi. So let's do. I love this, bro, because they're set up in such a way that it's like. It could literally only be brought from the infinite mysterious. It's Boivik. It's straight from the best part of the Library of Babel. But it let me read more Danishta, so I'm just so grateful and happy. Okay. K2. Mars symbolism, or on my body, neck and below my neck, outside of it, the light emanating, or reflecting or absorbing. Shadows re-emanate, shut up. Sorry. Okay. Bottle 1. Heavenly gates swept, deeply polarizingly. This is deeply polarizing because this might be hard to wrap your mind around that all these could be true. Altruistic, and not everybody's such a big fan of altruism. Heavenly gates swept, deeply polarizingly, pouring gains, glowing gravity surpasses glory. Lovely epiphanies, love Leos, love epiphanies, love action, love Mars, love symbolism, adore symbolism. Talk, procedural enjoyment, the rest of it. But let's go Rahu. Let's Rahu. We'll triangulate Persephone. It's not a triangulation. Well, the tension, the maximum. Okay, Rahu, Thor around my head, and the vibrations leaving my head, and also critical thinking, and also yay, and Ashley 3. Sorry. Well. Okay. Reticulating light, waving heavy, remembering. Light metals seal confidence signature chronologically. Entrusted authority electing dualistically, eternal governance. Expansive densities interreplacing warped refraction. There's a refraction. We refracted it. Rahu. And then Fortune Mrigashira Pada 1. Let me keep talking on some Nova Mrigashira Padas. I just said okay. Fortune in the heaviest light space, harnessed danistically, enslaved to operational orders, translated by forces. Okay, let's try a different one. I think it's because it's Mars ruled. It's because it's Mars ruled. Okay, let's go this one. Social status exalted, access to new rewards, heals life purposefully. Souls woven uniquely for you. It's like the meadow. It's like a deer really wants to go and frolic with other deer in the meadow for you. Expressive biologically induced simplification, coordinating environmentally hardwiring beautiful art. Fortune there. Let's go. Beautiful art. Stuff's pretty cool. More to it than that though. Mriga Magic. Go find yourself a deer. Go watch Bambi. Fortune in Mriga sure. Maybe hold up. I just realized I have Disney Plus on my PlayStation. I can do that right now. But okay, because it's been okay. We have 7 minutes, and we did Rahu, Fortune, K2, and we're in the D9. Let's see. What should we focus on? We could Dragon Eye maximum moment. Because I kind of like the hour and 5 minute zone. I think it's a good spot. I could just tour around and see what well, I could also unlock it. Oh, in a critical locked thing, what should we look at? We can look at the fact that this is why I don't like critical locked. It's because this is your main like best bet on like how good your custom degrees are is going to be on like what your sacrificial altar is telling you by moving from before the sacrificial altar to after the sacrificial altar. In my opinion, most of the time, like what is the transition between like how much does this really make sense? Do you think so? In this way, you would probably before the sacrificial altar would have to be this would be before the sacrificial altar. This would this would still be telling you about how this is before the sacrificial altar, and then this would be just talking about the story of the sacrificial altar. But that's why you can kind of encompass that inside of these. I don't know. It's just like this is the least. This is just there's no way that Critic is locked to 0 degree errors. I refuse to believe it. But either way, this can still teach you something about the nakshatras. All of these can. All of these can. Never start a business in. It's just that every single one of these is accounted for. Every single one of these is accounted for with Secrets of the Nikshatras. Namaste. They're all true. It's all truism. It's all truism. We can look at Jupiter. Let's look at. All right, yeah. So what is this teaching us here? Jupiter in Punarvasu Pada 3, ruled by Mercury though. Yeah, we can include more rulers and house stuffs too. I guess that's more of like and with the transits again. It's like, and I can't see any chatters or anything. I don't know. It's like I can do houses. Oh, the Platonic chart, the Platonic and Aryan charts. Gotta sign in. Okay. Punarvasu, Jupiter and Punarvasu Pada 3 expansion in an intellectual activation. Light returner interacting simultaneously. Particle recollapse, moisture regeneration. Dry out. Yeah. Jupiter in Punarvasu, you could always like just activate it. Like you don't need to like it doesn't need to teach you something new every time, does it? I mean, it usually does with aspects. That's the thing, because it's applied in a different context. So conjunction with the moon and Punarvasu Pada 4, intellectual. Oh, philanthropic compassion, equilibrium directed, enhancing immersive qualities, producing confidence. It's just an intellectual activation, literally, it's like doing puzzles. It's like doing puzzles is really good for your brain. Tournum is really good for your brain. Any type of puzzle is a tour, is a type of tour. You don't have to just say like this specific type of astrology is a tour. Whatever job that you get in flow state is a tour. 7 principles of freaking plumbing. 7 principles of driving. Yeah. Keep it up. So Jeshta is a descendant Jeshta? Barely. I'm much more of a Libra. I'm much more of a Libra. Jeshta Badawan. I hope I have a lot of Jeshta fans. Inviting, composed promise, bring in rapture dependably, express fundamental qualities magically. How about I wish I had a lot of Jeshta. I wish I have a lot of Jeshta fans. I wish I have a lot of Jeshta viewers. Inviting, composed promise, bring in rapture dependably, express fundamental qualities magically. Nice. WQ. I'll send that down, and then I'll expect it to come back up in due time. Saturn in Uttar Falguni. Water thoroughly supports collective. Water thoroughly rotated and transported. Leo. The only thing a Leo can do is turn. Did you know? Rotate. It's rotate. It's the only action, though. It's the only action. And then there's a bunch of Virgo stuff convincing you that you're not just turning. That's what I've been experiencing. And Venus in Purva Falguni Pada vote. I didn't go to the Ascendant or whatever. I mean, you can do it in whatever order you want. How about Make Believe Land has whatever you want? Desiring refusal necessitated. Fixing cardinal mutability uniquely. This is like all these different Aya Namsa. Purva Falguni wanting to desiring. So Purva Falguni is a Venus ruled nakshatra or Venusian nakshatra, and it has to. And the desire of Purva Falguni, the core desire, is to receive everything, like the best of what the gods have to offer. About it or something like that. Or desiring just the best in general. So it's like. Fixing cardinal immutability uniquely. Nakshatras offer that. Predictive investments reflect integral purpose. Leo. Oh wow, in Cancer. Wow, nice. It's just to be communed. It's just to be communed with. Integral purpose. Ball out regardless. I mean, there's different ways to say it, but it looks a whole lot like this. You know what I mean? The whole yin yang thing or whatever. Cool. Maybe fortune. And did I already do fortune? Yeah. Bad bitch energy. Enjoy free comfort. Let's go. We'll do. Oh, Pluto and Pada 2. Material X occult studies, accomplish goals, work hard, adore symbolism, procedural enjoyment. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. I'll keep doing it. Keep doing it. I think it's the result of a critical act D9. Can you imagine the D1? I don't need to. That's my time. That's my time. Make sure to Taurus again with me next time too. That way you can tell people to sag or whatever.